Good afternoon, actually. This is the afternoon. Welcome to the first News and Channel Weekly Roundup. If you want to skip to any of the news articles, then links will be, timestamps will be in the doobly-doo and the channel, the comment. And if you want to just skip the whole thing and just listen to my channel update, then it'll be at the bottom there. I'm going to talk about a few things as well. I actually was talking to myself for the last 5 minutes because I forgot to press the record button. Because I am apparently good at this whole YouTube thing. First on the agenda, PUBG is suing Fortnite for copyright infringement. Well, actually, Bluehole is suing Epic Games for copyright infringement. Games don't sue each other, that would be stupid. The whole thing is rather a mess, really, when you think about it. Because PUBG is... they're just suing them because they copied a game mode. Are they going to start suing H1Z1? Z1? Z1, whatever you want to call it? Are they going to start suing Battle Royale, the first movie? Oh no, they can't do that because it's not a game. The whole thing is ridiculously dumb. It's been like this for, I don't know, a year or more maybe? I don't remember the exact time when Fortnite's been around. But it's just, Fortnite was like, well, Epic Games were like, oh, we really like playing PUBG, so we're going to make our own. And Bluehole were like, no, you cannot have fun. I mean, the whole thing is kind of ironic anyway, really, when you think about it, considering that Fortnite's aesthetic is entirely made up by themselves, and Bluehole, well, they bought most of their store assets, didn't they? Most of their assets, and the whole thing. Please, Bluehole, look up the word irony, please. But can you imagine if they did go to court and they did win? The whole precedent would be the whole precedent they would set would be awful. You could just. The original Doom creators could be like, oh no, we got to sue COD, we got to sue Battle, what is it called? Battle Forge? Oh my god, what are they called? Oh my god, that word has totally escaped me. I had to look that up, it was Battlefield. What the hell, Battlefield 5. Okay, shut up. Next on the list is a little teaser trailer that we got for Fallout 46. You don't really get much for this teaser trailer, which is why I do like teaser trailers. Teaser trailers are basically trailers for the trailer itself, which is really dumb. I don't like that at all. I don't. But apparently it's possibly going to be set in West Virginia. We get clues in the video itself. The song, it has West Virginia in the title. It's pretty obvious, really, I think. Also, if you put the video resolution up to like 4K, you can make out a lot more detail. And it does seem like it's set pretty close to the bombs falling. Now, Fallout 46 in the lore is a control, what's it called? What they call vault, where I think all of them were put in for 20 years and then it was opened, but I think it's slightly after 20 years. So things could have gone down, stuff could have gone down. It was bad. But yeah, you can tell. I don't actually have the exact date. I think it's like 31st of October. No, 30 days of September. Yeah, 31st of October. Just after 20 years. I should have researched that more, shouldn't I? I mean, I had the video up. I don't know why. I'm not going to do that. It does look like that the game is possibly going to be an online survival game, which is interesting. Possibly like Rust or Ark, but hopefully better than Ark, because Ark is awful. And I used to play Rust, it was okay. Much better as a multiplayer thing, but I suppose, I don't know, it was quite, well, I mean, I enjoy it. The base building part of Fallout 4 will be probably the integral part of Fallout 76, actually. Which I'm very excited about. I did a lot of base building in that game, and it is a lot of fun. A lot of fun. So we will see how that turns out in the next coming months. Obviously, whenever some more news comes out, I will be there on the Sunday afterwards. And now, lastly, on to a more somber note. This didn't happen this week, but I was definitely going to talk about it on my first video, first news thing. Something that we can all, well, I hope we can all agree on, most of us agree upon, is the death of John Bain is pretty... It's hit a lot of us pretty hard. I mean, obviously it's hit Jenna and Dodger and Jesse harder, because we're only fans and they were actual friends and his wife and son and whatnot. So it's not. I'm not even going to pretend to know what they're going through, but it's awful. John Bain, we all know, Total Biscuit. He passed away on the 24th of May. He was only 33 years old. He died of bowel cancer. Unfortunately, he was diagnosed with bowel cancer in 2014. Was a big advocate actually at that time of getting yourself checked out at that point because of all this. He didn't want people suffering the same fate as him. And a few people actually on Reddit have said, and on Twitter have said, like, look, I went to the doctor because I've seen these symptoms and I've discovered that I have bowel cancer as well, which it's nice to know that he's saved at least one life. He passed away, unfortunately, of liver failure because his cancer, this is really hard to say, metastasized to his liver, which unfortunately caused them to fail. Everyone else has done a better talk about it to me, and I'm just going to say a few words here about how the whole thing was. I don't know. I looked. The first thing I woke up on the 25th, I think it was actually, because Jenna didn't post until the 25th. And the first video, I checked my phone, and the first video I saw online was a Sid Alpha video saying that Total Biscuit had passed. And I was like, I'm sorry, what? So the first thing I did, we went onto Reddit on the Cynical Brit official, and yeah, there it was. And I was just starstruck. Not starstruck, the other one, awestruck. Some sign of struck, bad struck, whatever you want to call it. Like many people, it was very upsetting. I'm not going to pretend I knew the guy. I talked to him a few times. We had passing chats on Twitter, 1 or 2 times. Nothing particularly great. He called me a weird bastard on Blue Please, like 10 years ago, which I thought was, yeah, that's alright. And then I asked him about his visa, how his visa was going on WoW Insider when that was still up. WoW Insider. Wow. And that's pretty much all my interactions with him. As opposed to content, I used to listen to Blue Please all of the time. When his Cataclysm stuff comes up, I was glued to it because by that time I was... Cataclysm, what was I? I'm trying to think. When did Cataclysm... Was it 2011? If it was I think I was at university at that time. Yeah, I think I was at university and I just started watching YouTube at that point, which I remember distinctly because I remember wanting to watch YouTube from bed on my computer, but I couldn't because it was blurry because I needed glasses and I didn't have any. Oh, that's a memory. So I think the whole thing is really, if you have any symptoms, please just go talk to a doctor about it. We don't want another one like this because it is really sad that TV is gone, and like a lot of people, I'm very upset about it. And on that somber note, that is the news for the past week and maybe a little bit after the week. So the channel, what has been going on with the channel? It's been a week since it's not actually. It is actually. It's been a week since I started. Yes. Just put the first Cthulhu 31 Begins on the 27th, Sunday. Going pretty well, I think. I only missed one video, and that was because, well, it was Wednesday's video. I was supposed to be making a video, because I'm doing 3 series of them. The first one is The Sims 3, then it's What Remains of Edith Finch, and then it was supposed to be Mass Effect. Mass Effect 1, I was supposed to be going through the whole series, but I tried to play through it and it was just janky. I just could not deal with the... it was just the whole thing. I really liked the... There was nothing wrong with the graphics, really. Everything was going fairly well. It was just I think the controls were just not suited for the PC. And I really couldn't be bothered with changing to controller. So I was like, no, I'm not going to do that. So I decided to play something else. Yeah, so I picked Secrets of Grindia as well instead. I quite like it. It's pretty good. The issue I had with the first episode was that you probably know two issues if you watched it the first time it came in. There were sound issues. In the middle, for some reason, feedback. There was loads of feedback. I don't really know what happened there. I need to make sure I watch it more closely. And at the start, for some reason, the video is bigger than the screen. I don't really know, but I've already fixed the audio issue and had to re-upload it later, and I don't really know. I'm not going to fix it again, so I'm not really sure. I also did my first stream on Thursday, a City Skylines stream, which is actually funny. I'm actually going to do another City Skylines stream as soon as I've done this. A modless, and honestly, I liked the streaming. I just didn't like the game. City Skylines without mods is just awful. Played quite a bit without mods and with mods, sorry, and I just can't do it. It's just not brilliant. Really, just so many quality of life issues come through with that, and yeah. So we're going to continue on. I've already recorded quite a few for the next week. Actually, all of them are up and ready to go. So well, they're not ready to go up and ready to go because I'm putting them all in order, but they're ready to go anyway. So thank you for listening. I'm going to get this edited and up, and I shall see you next time. Bye.
Your friends will abandon you.